go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been a member of the credit union.
Oh, Bill Welborne. Actually been a member since 1959, August 59.
So you were stationed at Selfridge at the time?
Right.
Yeah. And tell us what branch of service you were in, etc.
Air Force.
Air Force? Okay. And then how long did you serve with them?
The Air Force, 33 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, long time.
All right. And I see you got the Tuskegee Airman hat and coat and everything on. So tell us about that history with the Tuskegee Airmen.
Okay, I'm not an original Tuskegee Airman.
Okay.
I came on a few years later, back in the early 50s. But I went through some of the things they went through. And when I went overseas to the Philippines, I worked for General Davis. He was the first commander of the Tuskegee Airmen. I was there every second, and every time we'd be around him, he was just like a regular guy. After getting work, he'd come out and talk to us and told us all about the Tuskegee Airmen. So I knew about the Tuskegee Airmen long before a lot of other people did, because he preached it day in, day out. And later on, I joined the Tuskegee Airmen. Explain
to us what is unique about the Tuskegee Airmen.
Okay, the Tuskegee Airmen in 1925, the Army War College, it was Army Air Corps then, put out a bulletin said that the Negro was inferior. They couldn't operate sophisticated aircraft, run away if they were challenged in combat, and everything else. And then the NAACP and a few other people kept talking to President Roosevelt, say, well, our guys want to be pilots. So in 1939, he signed a bill, said, okay, we started school. The school didn't start till 1940. And these guys, they were all college graduates except one. But the Tuskegee Airmen escorted the bombers. They protected the bombers at all costs. And they got so good that everybody wanted them. At first they didn't want them. They saw who these guys were. Oh, this can't be true. And they knew when they had the Tuskegee Airmen protecting them, they're going to be home that night.
Why did they choose the name Tuskegee?
Well, they weren't called the Tuskegee Airmen first.
Okay.
They were just regular pilots until the P-51 Mustang, their best aircraft, they painted their tails red, and they were called the Red Tails at first. And then in 1952, that's when it became the Tuskegee Airmen. And the Tuskegee Airmen is more than just pilots.
Which wars did you support?
I think the only real war was the Second World War. When I was in Vietnam, I worked with Chaffee James. He was the first black four-star general. And he was a Tuskegee Airman. And I worked with him in Vietnam and also at the Eglin Field. When he came back from being an ace pilot, a hero over there, he came back to Eglin. He was a colonel then. And next time I saw him, he had 4 stars on the show.
Oh, wow.
I was surprised. But the Tuskegee Airmen had 6 things they went by. When they were in school, everybody went by those rules. You know, you aim high, you use your brain, you think outside the box, you don't expect to win. And they decided to put these together and say everything we're gonna go by.
So your role today as a Tuskegee Airman rep, you go around and you speak to people and you're trying to recruit.
Right.
Basically. And so you said you have a busy month now that it's February, Black History Month. What does your calendar look like?
Well, we're going to Blue Cross, coming out to Selfridge, got several schools we got to go to. We're going to Phoenix, we're going to Tampa, and Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Wow. So let's tie this up, bring it back to the credit union. You stayed with us all these years, even though you went overseas and everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So how have we been able to help you? Did we put you in a home or a car or anything like that?
Yeah, I bought a car a long time ago. I refinanced my house 2 years. I had a couple other loans. Everything's always been great to me. That's why I stayed. That's it. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Plus, it supports the military, so I got to. Anything that supports the military, I got to stick with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you for coming in and
thank you.
Appreciate your service and your sacrifice. I'd like to have you turn around and show us that lovely coat. That is amazing.
That's the bad.
332nd Fighter Group.
Yeah.
That is really nice.